Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, the chapter of cattle, and we're gonna talk about some superstitions today. We're gonna speak out against dualism in its extremist sort of ways, and from the E.H. Palmer translation. In the name of the merciful and compassionate Allah, praise belongs to Allah, who created the heavens and the earth, and brought into being the darkness and the light. Yet do those who misbelieve hold him to have peers. It is who created you from clay. And then he decreed a term ordained with him, and yet ye doubt thereof. He is Allah in the heavens and the earth. He knows your secret conduct and your plain, and he knows what ye earn. There came not to them any sign of the signs of their Lord, but they turned away, and they have called the truth a lie. Now that it hath come to them, but there shall come to them the message of that at which they mocked. Do not they see how many a generation we have destroyed before them, whom we had settled in the earth, as we have not settled for you, and set the rain of heaven upon them in copious showers. So, the sky. And made the waters flow beneath them, and we destroyed them in their sins, and raised up other generations after them. Had we but sent down to thee a book on paper, and they had touched it with their hands, still those who misbelieve would have said, this is naught but obvious magic. And it's not the art and science of religion that's being referred to, the magic with the K, as is modernly defined, or the willfully changing of consciousness, but seher, the evil magic, the magic that involves the jinn. They say, why is not an angel, the unfallen angels, the lightnings, have been sent down to him? But if we have sent down an angel, the affair would have been decided, and then they would have had no respite. And had we made him an angel, we should have made him as a man too, and we would have made perplexing for them that which they deem perplexing now. There have been prophets before thee mocked at, but that encompass them which the scoffers among them mocked at. Say, go about in the earth, then wilt thou see how has been the end of those who called them liars. Say, whose is what is in the heavens and the earth. Say, Allah's, who has imposed mercy on himself. He will surely gather you together for the resurrection day. There is no doubt in that, but those who waste their souls will not believe. His is whatsoever dwells in the night or in the day. He both hears and knows. Say, other than Allah shall I take for a patron the originator of the heavens and the earth. He feedeth man, but is not fed. Say, I am bidden to be the first of those resigned, and it was said to me, be not of the idolaters. Say, I fear if I rebel against my Lord, the torment of the mighty day. Whomsoever it is averted from on that day, Allah will have had mercy on, and that is obvious happiness. And if Allah touch thee with harm, there is none to take it off but He. And if He touch thee with good, He is mighty over all. He is sovereign over His servants. He is the wise, the aware. Say, what is the greatest witness? Say, Allah is witness between you and me. This Qoran was inspired to me to warn you and those it reaches. Do you really bear witness that with Allah or other gods? Say, I bear not witness thereto. Say, He is but one, Allah, and I am clear of your associating. Those to whom we have brought the book know Him as they know their sons. Those who lose their souls do not believe. Who is more unjust than he who forges against the law? A liar says his signs are lies. Verily the unjust shall not prosper. On the day when we shall gather them all together, then shall we say to those who have associated others with ourselves, where are your associates whom ye did pretend? Then they will have no excuse but to say, by Allah, our Lord, we did not associate. Misassociate. See how they lie against themselves, and how what they did forge deserts them. And they are some who listened unto thee, but we have placed a veil upon their hearts, lest they should understand it, and their ears is a dullness of hearing. And though they saw each sign, they would not believe therein until when they come to thee to wrangle with thee. The unbelievers say, these are but old folks' tales. They forbid it and they avoid it, but they destroy none but themselves. Yet they do not perceive. But couldst thou see when they are set over the fire, and say, would that we were sent back? We would not call our Lord's signs lies, but we would be of the believers. Nay, now is shown to them what they did hide before, and could they be sent back, they would return to that they were forbidden. For they are very liars. They say there is not but this life of ours in the world, and we shall not be raised. But couldst thou see when they are set before their Lord, He says, is not this the truth? They say, yea, by our Lord, He says, then taste the torment, for that ye did misbelieve. Losers are they who disbelieved in meeting Allah, until when the hour comes suddenly upon them, they say, woe is us for our neglect thereof, for they shall bear the burdens on their backs. Evil is what they bear. The life of this world is nothing but a game and sport, and surely the next abode were better for those who fear. What do they not understand? Full well we know that verily that which they say grieves thee, but they do not call thee, only a liar, for the unjust gainsay the signs of the law. Called liars too were the apostles before thee, but they were patient of being called liars, and of being hurt until our help came to them. For there is none to change the words of Allah. Now has there come to thee the story of those He sent, and if their turning from thee be hard for thee, if thou canst seek for a shaft down into the earth, or a ladder up into the sky, to bring them a sign, but if Allah pleased, He would bring them all to guidance. Be thou not then of the ignorant. He only answers the prayer of those who listen, but the dead will Allah raise up, then unto Him shall they they return. They say, unless there be sent down some sign from his Lord. Say, verily Allah is able to send down a sign that most of them do not know. There is not a beast upon the earth, nor a bird that flies with both its wings, but is a nation like unto you. We have omitted nothing from the book. Then to their Lord shall they be gathered, those who say our signs are lies. Deafness, dumbness in the dark, whom he pleases does Allah lead astray, and whom he pleases he places on the right way. Say, look, you now, if there should come Allah's torment, or if there should come to you the hour, on other than Allah would ye call, if ye do tell the truth. Nay, it is on him that ye would call, and he would avert that which ye call upon him, for if he but please, and ye shall forge that which ye did associate, you shall forget that which ye did associate with him. Ere this we sent unto nations before thee. The community of animals is a better way to translate that from the few verses back. And we caught them in distress and trouble, that haply they might humble themselves. And do they not, when our violence falls upon them, humble themselves? But their hearts were hard, and Satan made seemingly to them that which they had done. And when they forget that what they were reminded of, we opened for them the gates of everything, until when they rejoiced at what they had, we caught them up suddenly, and lo, they were in despair, and the uttermost part of the people who did wrong were cut off. Praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds. Say, look at you now, if Allah should catch your hearing and your sight, and should set a seal upon your hearts, who is God but Allah, to bring it to you again? Bring it again. Say, look you now, if Allah's torment should come upon you suddenly or openly, would any perish save the people who do wrong? We do not send our messengers save as heralds of glad tidings and of warning. And whoso believes and acts aright, there is no fear for them, and they shall not be grieved. But those who say our signs are lies, torment shall touch them, for that they have done so wrong. Say, I do not say to you, mine are the treasures of Allah, nor that I know the unseen. I do not say to you, I am an angel, a light being, because the light beings and the fire beings and the clay beings are always their creation. They don't fall and become something else. In that respect, if I follow what I am inspired with, say, is the blind equal to him who sees? What do ye not reflect? Admonish therewith those who fear, that they shall be gathered unto their Lord. There is no patron for them but him, and no intercessor haply they may fear. Repulse not those who call upon their Lord in the morning and in the evening, desiring his face. They have no reckoning against thee at all, and thou hast no reckoning against them at all. Repulse them, and thou wilt be of the unjust. So have we tried some of them by others, that they may say, are these those unto whom Allah has been gracious amongst ourselves? Does not Allah know that those who give thanks? Does not Allah know those who give thanks? And when those who believe in our signs come to thee, say, peace be upon you, Allah has prescribed for himself mercy. Verily, he of you who does evil in ignorance, and then turns again and does right, verily he is forgiving and merciful. Thus do we detail our signs, that the way of the sinners may be made plain. Say, I am forbidden to worship those you call upon none besides Allah. Say, I will not follow your lusts, for then should I err and not be of the guided. Say, I stand on a manifestation from my Lord, which ye call a lie. I have not with me what ye fain would hasten on, that the matter might be settled between me and you. But Allah knows best who are the unjust. With him are the keys of the unseen. No one knows them save he. None knows them save he. He knows what is in the land and in the sea. And there falls not a leaf save that he knows it, nor a grain in the darkness of the earth, nor aught that is moist, nor aught that is dry, save that is in his perspicuous book. So, the esoteric and then the exoteric is known by God. So seek God in pursuing both sorts of knowledge. He it is who takes you to himself at night, and knows what ye have gained in the day, and he raises you up again, that your appointed time may be fulfilled. Then unto him is your return, and then will he inform you of what ye have done. He triumphs over his servants, he sends to them guardian angels, until when death comes to any one of you, our messengers take him away, and they pass not over anyone, and then are they return to Allah. Their true sovereign is not his the rule, but he is very quick at reckoning up. Say, who rescues you from the darkness of the land and of the sea? Ye call upon him in humility and in secret. Indeed, if he would rescue us from this, we would surely be of those who give him thanks. Say, Allah rescues from the darkness thereof and from every trouble, yet ye associate others with him. Say, he is able to send torment on you from above you and from beneath your feet, and to confuse you in sects, and to make some of you taste the violence of others. See how we turn about the sights, that haply they may discriminate. Thy people called it a lie, and yet it is the truth. Say, I have not charge over you. To every prophecy is a set time, and in the end ye shall know. When thou dost see those who plunge deeply into the discussion of our signs, turn from them until they plunge deeply into some other discourse, for it may be that Satan may make thee forget, but sit not after thou hast remembered with the unjust people. Okay, the meaning of that verse is not quite explained. It's like, it's not those who go into the detail of it. It's those who speak of it disparagingly, like dismissively, that sort of thing. But if you remember that, oh, they're speaking bad about God's religion, okay, I'm going to have other company. So one of the four poisons of the heart: what you consume, your expression, your company, and of course your sight and where you look and your media and that sort of thing. Yes, it not after thou hast remembered with unjust people. Those who fear are not bound to take account of them at all, but mind haply they may fear. Leave those who have taken their religion for a play and a sport, whom this world's life hath deceived, and remind them thereby that a soul shall be given up for what it has earned, nor has it, besides Allah, patron or intercessor, and though it should compensate with the fullest compensation, it would not be accepted. Those who are given up for what they have gained, for them is a drink of boiling water, and grievous woe for that they have misbelieved. Say, shall we call on what neither profits us nor harms us, and be thrown back upon our heels after Allah has guided us? Like him who Satan hath led away, bewildered in the earth, who has companions who call him to guidance. Come to us, say verily Allah's guidance is the guidance, and we are bidden to resign ourselves unto the Lord of the worlds, and be ye steadfast in prayer, and fear him, for he it is to whom we shall be gathered. He it is who has created the heavens and the earth, in truth, and on the day when he says, be, and then it is. His word is truth. To him is the kingdom on the day when the trumpets shall be blown, the knower of the unseen and of the evident. He is the wise and well aware. When Abraham said to his father Azar, dost thou take idols for gods? Verily I see thee and thy people in obvious error. Thus did we show Abraham the kingdom of the heaven and of the earth, that he should be of those who are sure. So, preceding with that, removes the common misunderstandings that some people have. He already understood these things, and he's asking questions to make a point. That he should be of those who are sure. So he's sure before he knows all this. And when the night overshadowed him, he saw a star and said, this is my Lord. But when it set, he said, I love not those that set. And when he saw the moon beginning to rise, he said, this is my Lord. But when it had set, he said, if Allah, my Lord, guides me, not shall I surely be of the people who err. And when he saw the sun beginning to rise, he said, this is my Lord. This is the greatest of all. But when it said, he said, O my people, verily I am clear of what ye associate with Allah. Verily I have turned my face to him who originated the heaven and the earth as a Hanif, as a truth seeker, and I am not of the idolaters. And his people disputed with him. He said, do ye dispute with me concerning Allah, when he has guided me? But I fear not what ye associate with him, unless my Lord should wish for anything. Unless my Lord should wish for anything, my Lord doth comprehend all things in his knowledge. Will ye not then remember? How should I fear what ye associate with him, when ye yourselves fear not to associate with Allah, what he has sent down to you with no power to do? Which then of the two sects is worthier of belief? If indeed ye know, those who believe and do not obscure their faith with wrong, they are those who shall have the security, and they are guided. These are our arguments which gave to Abraham against his people. We raise the rank of whom we will. Verily thy Lord is wise and knowing, and we gave to him Isaac and Jacob, each did we guide. And Noah we guided before, and all his seed, David and Solomon and Job and Joseph and Moses and Aaron. For thus do we reward those who do good. And Zechariah and John and Jesus and Elias, all righteous ones, and Ishmael and Elijah and Jonas and Lot, each one we have preferred above the worlds, and of their fathers and of their seed and of their brethren we have chosen them and guided them into a right way. And that is Allah's guidance. He guides those whom he will of his servants, and if they associate aught with him, vain is that which they have worked. It is to these we give the book and judgment and prophecy, and if these disbelieve therein, we have given them in charge to a people who shall not disbelieve. It is these that Allah hath guided, and by their guidance be thou led. Say, I will not ask you for it a higher. It is not save a reminder to the worlds. They do not prize Allah at his true worth when they say, Allah has never revealed to mortal anything. Say, who revealed the book wherewith Moses came, a light and a guidance unto men? Ye put it on papers which ye show, though ye hide much. Again, we're believing the books of the prophets before, not necessarily what people say are the books of the prophets before. So that ye hide much. Ye put on papers which ye show, though ye hide much. And ye are taught what ye knew not, neither you nor your fathers say a law, then leave them in their discussion to play. This is the book which we have revealed, a blessing and a confirmation to those which were before it, and that the mother of cities may be warned with those who are round about her. Those who believe in the last day believe therein, and they unto their prayers will keep. Who is more unjust than he who devises against the law a lie, or says, I am inspired, when he was not inspired at all, and who says, I will bring down the like of what Allah sent down, but didst thou see when the unjust are in the floods of death, and the angels stretch forth their hands? Give ye forth your souls today, shall ye be recompensed with the torment of disgrace, for that ye did say against the law what was not true, and were too proud to hear his signs. And ye come now single-handed as we created you at first, and ye have left behind your backs that which we granted you, and we see not with your intercessors whom ye pretended were partners amongst you, betwixt you. You have the ties been cut asunder. Betwixt you have the ties been cut asunder, and strayed away from you is what ye did pretend. Verily Allah it is who cleaves out the grain and the date stone. He brings forth the living from the dead, and it is he who brings the dead from the living. There is a law. How then can ye be beguiled? He it is who cleaves out the morning and makes the night a repose, and the sun and the moon two reckonings. That is the decree of the mighty, the wise. He it is who made for you the stars, that ye might be guided thereby in the darkness of the land and of the sea. Now have we detailed the signs unto a people who do know. He it is who made you spring from one soul, and gave you a settlement and a depository. Now have we detailed the signs unto a people who discern. He it is who sends down from the heavens water, and we bring forth with growths of everything, and we bring forth therefore green things, wherefrom we bring forth grain in full ear, and the palm from its spathe come clusters within reach, and gardens of grapes and olives and pomegranates, alike and unlike. Behold its fruit when it fruits and ripens. Verily in that have ye a sign for the people who believe, yet they make the jinn partners with Allah. Make them out to be partners with Allah, more like it. Though he created them, and they ascribed to him sons and daughters, though they have no knowledge, celebrated be his praise, and exalted be he above what they attribute to him, the inventor of the heavens and the earth. How can he have a son when he has no female companion, and when he has created everything, and everything he knows? There is a law for you, your Lord. There is no God but he, the creator of everything. Then worship him, for he o'er everything keeps guard. Sight perceives him not, but he perceives men's sights, for he is the subtle, the aware. Now as an insight from your Lord come unto you, and he who looks therewith, it is for himself, but he who is blind thereto, it is against his soul, and I am not your keeper. Thus do we turn about the signs, that they may say, Thou hast studied, and that we may explain to those who know. Follow what is revealed to thee from thy Lord. There is no God but he, and shun thy idolaters. But had Allah pleased, they would not have associated aught with him. But we have not made thee a keeper over them, nor art thou for them a warder. So knock it off with this mufti stuff. Do not abuse those who call on other than Allah, for then they may abuse Allah openly in their ignorance. So do we make seemingly to every nation their work, then unto their Lord is their return, and He will inform them of what they have done. And sight perceives him not, but he perceives men's sights, for he is the subtle, the aware. Very important verse in terms of understanding what the full card is, in a way, because that reference to God is, God involves himself with all the creation, but he's not the creation. But the verse I last said, the blasphemy thing, if we just get to kill them, obviously, this verse makes less sense. But if we're trying to stop blasphemy against God, we don't blaspheme against others. It's wrong to blaspheme against other paths. You can disagree, but blasphemy is a different thing than merely disagreeing or saying something to the contrary. Every nation that worked, and unto their Lord is their return, and He will inform them of what they have done. And they swore by Allah with their most strenuous oath, that if there come to them a sign, they will indeed believe therein. Say, signs are only in Allah's hands, but what will make you understand that even when one has come, they will not believe? We will overturn their hearts and their eyesights, even if they believe not at first, and we will not leave them in their rebellion, blindly wandering on. And had we sent down unto them the angels, or the dead had spoken to them, or we had gathered everything unto them in host, they would not have believed unless that Allah pleased, but most of them are ignorant. So have we made for every prophet an enemy, devils of men and jinns. Some of them inspire others with spacious speech to lead astray, but had thy Lord pleased that they would not have done it. So leave them with what they do devise, and let the hearts of those who believe not in the hereafter listen to it, and let them be well pleased with it, and let them gain what they may gain. Again, that freedom of religion. If they disbelieve, just, let them be with doing what they do. Of others than Allah shall I crave a decree, when it is He who has sent down to you the book in detail, and those to whom we gave the book know that it is sent down from thy Lord in truth. Be not then of those who doubt. The words of thy Lord are fulfilled in truth and justice. There is none to change his words, for He both hears and knows. Sorry, Irshad Manji. No, A and Hersey Alley in particular. Yeah, sorry, there's no changing God's words just because they don't fit in with your feminazi sort of way. But if thou followest most of those who are in the land, they will lead thee astray from the path of Allah. They only follow suspicion, and they only conjecture. Thy Lord, He knows best who errs from His path, and He knows best the guided. Eat then of what Allah's name has been pronounced